welcome to Time Management Skills for Middle School Students. In this lesson, we will be using the multiple representation principle, where we have video, where we have audio, and other visuals for student learning. The outcomes for this lesson for learners will explore the topics and engage in structural learning experiences. The learning outcomes that we have established for this are recall the steps to learning time management, also to describe the motivating skills needed in time management, and the third one is to analyze the behaviors towards the need for time management. First, let's start off with a pre-evaluation for students with a few questions about time management before we begin the task. What do you actually know about managing time? Question 2 is, can you give an example of when you use your time in a productive manner? 3, if you were being filmed 24 hours a day for a reality show, what would the filming show you about your productivity? And 4, what are you hoping to get out of this lesson today? Please take the time now to answer these questions. You have 30 seconds. Convinced yet that time management skills really help students with productivity? You spend the time studying and learning will give you more free time for your own self for the things that you also enjoy doing, playing video games, hanging out with friends, using your skateboard, making videos, and what we all like to do is eat. What exactly is time management? Time management is the planning and exercise of the conscious control of time spent on specific activities. In this case, we're talking about classroom assignments, homework, things pertaining mostly to a school setting. This could be after school activities, which requires time. So your time is a valuable commodity, and managing it is a key to being successful in all these different areas. Let's talk about some strategies for managing time. Our first strategy is to have a specific task in mind when you're thinking about completing it, uh, uh, a certain task. If you approach the attitude, if you approach the task with the attitude that you're going to get things done, is basically half the battle. That's one strategy. Another strategy is to take on the most difficult task at first, the thing that makes you want to go, "Oh, I don't want to do that," which can be challenging and hard at first. But once you make a habit of doing that, it becomes a lot easier. Reflection. Could you accomplish daily classroom or personal tasks if you set a time limit for viewing your social sites on your electronic devices, especially during school time? Why or why not? Answer. Write your answer here. Priorities. One of the biggest things in time management is priorities. Students in middle school normally have several friends with similar interests and talents. So some people see school as basically just socializing, but it's a lot more, and socializing is a big part, which is not a bad thing with socializing unless it gets you into trouble. So we're going to discuss some more strategies to help a student balance between getting their work completed and socializing. A strategy called the Pomodoro Technique is done for a focused period of time for about 25 minutes and a short 5-minute break. It can also be done in 15-minute increments or 20-minute increments. But the thing is to have a focused amount of time and a focused break, a short break in between as a strategy. Another strategy is to then break the task down into small chunks for viewing and understanding. Complete the chunks of content until the project or the assignment is completed. So work in chunks of time, take the chunks of information, break it down into sections, complete each section. These are two very effective strategies for the user. So let's talk about the Pomodoro Timer. This timer is set for 25 and 5, which means that when you press the button, has a start, telling you when it to begin. It says let's focus, and then it counts down for approximately 25 minutes. This one happens to have some background music, which you can also put your own music in, or you cannot have music at all. So they've become a lot more fancy where they have the backgrounds and the different scenery to help students just to kind of glance over and look at the time. And if you see to the right here, there's a study time, and then you have 5 minutes to do what you like as a break time. So as a reflection, how do you get classwork, homework, socializing, and having fun without neglecting a task or chore? Please write your answer here for reflection. Some other strategies that are done by students who have habits that create good outcomes is thinking ahead. Students that manage their time well are always thinking 1 or 2 steps ahead because of the events of the day. These individuals kind of know that if you're going to wake up early, hey, I'll set my clothes out, or I'll have my lunch prepared because I don't have time to eat, or I'm studying, or I have activities after school and I need a snack or something. Instead of getting up at the last minute, going outside with one shoe on, and grabbing a bag of chips for breakfast. The other thing is being consistent. So consistency is a challenge because every day there's something different going on, and then there's something different that needs to be done. But the goal is, hey, maybe you weren't consistent yesterday, but today you're going to be consistent. These are all two things by thinking ahead and being consistent really helps an individual with their time management. As a post-assessment, learners will complete this assessment and assess and recall the topic's main points. So after completing this module, do you feel like you have a better idea of time management and how you can advance in academics? What advice do you have for your peers about time management from reading? Do you feel the information about the strategies have been helpful? What strategies of time management will you implement today? And is there anything else about time management you would like to know? Please respond to the 4 questions. I'd like to thank you for taking this time to look at the time management skills And as a bonus, you can interact with your peers at this polleverywhere.com, and you also can QR code scan for music to listen to while you're studying. Thank you.